Hey, what's slicing, everybody? Chris back with CAC Knives with a pretty cool milestone hit this week. Past 400 subscribers on Tuesday, so thank you guys very much. If you're not yet subscribed, please do so. And with that, let's get right into the video today. All right, so this one is a kind of rare find in my collection that I recommend you be on the lookout for. It's a pretty good value. And it's a CH knife, one of their earliest actually, and one of their best. Now it might look a little plain Jane-ish on the front cover, but we actually have a very colorful full titanium knife here. Very beefy full titanium knife as well that does not weigh too much for its price. Nice stonewash D2 blade on bearings, very smooth. This thing actually makes my, what do you want to call my, what I consider a perfect knife, okay? It hits all the ballparks of a perfect EDC knife. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to do a video eventually showing what I consider a perfect knife is. It's worth its money. This thing cost around $80, or it did when it was available. And for full titanium, anodized titanium at that, with some special overlay work with not the cheap carbon fiber, but actually good carbon fiber, and the same kind of machining on the other side that matches this side, if you can't tell there, plus some good weight reduction, along with good bearings. I know the steel is only D2, but you know, a full titanium knife for $80 is pretty good priced, especially an already colorful anodized titanium. Now this anodization looks like a kind of flamed titanium, which is why you see a lot of the kind of greenish tan, but then you also have kind of the other like purple and golds on random parts throughout. Now I will say there's not many negatives to this knife. You got a really good titanium clip. The blade is stone washed to not only look cool, but it also helps with corrosion. You got a really good sharpening choil there for the blade. You got a good, I don't want to call it a fuller, cutout on the blade, which is real easy to reverse flick, and I imagine real easy to thumb flick. I'm not really a thumb flicker for knives, but yeah, see, I'm not. I could do it if I was good at it. I'm not really a thumb flicker. I like the reverse flick, which I'm pretty good at, especially when I'm not on camera. The flipper tab, very useful, of course. And as you can see, it is very smooth. Like, the detent is like perfect. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to fail this knife. Nope, I can't fail it. Yeah, it's just an overall awesome knife. I mean, it even looks good. Like, tell me how many knives you've seen with this much cool machine work, and they even made sure, like, they can't really skeletonize the inside very much because the titanium already has skeletonization, at least on this side, but they still made an effort. Let's see if I can, it's skeletonized on the clip side, inside. For some reason, they didn't try to skeletonize the show side. I'm not sure why they made that decision, But that's okay. It honestly doesn't weigh that much for its size. Speaking of size, let's show you just how big this knife is, because it's not a small knife. It's pretty large. And you can see that when we bring the Elementum out here. Yeah, it's not a small knife at all. I can't believe how light it is. I know it's just titanium and carbon fiber, and titanium itself is a lightweight material, but here we got two average size knives, you know, the Elementum and the QSP Penguin. And this knife is, I don't want to say it's twice their size, but it's pretty significantly bigger, right? And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, holding the Penguin, holding this, I mean, the Penguin's definitely lighter, but not by much. So let's go ahead and get the Spyderco Tenacious out here, which of course my Tenacious is really lightweight because of all the stuff that's on it. And my Zombie Rat. And as you can see, it's also significantly bigger than the Tenacious as well. Let me think of a knife maybe that might be able to compare to this knife size. I don't know if I have any here close to me. I don't really want to show all knives. Too many knives on the channel. There's one here I was surprised that would be good for this video, but here's the Civivi Bull Tusk, which is also a pretty good sized knife, as you can see. And the CH knife's larger than that. And even with all the skeletonization in there that Civivi did, I'm pretty sure the CH knife, it probably weighs about the same. Yeah, it's probably about the same. It's a little longer. The Bull Tusk blade's a little beefier, so makes sense. But I mean, the point is, this knife it's got no negatives. Not to me. It's got good jimping here up on the top. It's solid jimping. They made sure to give you some access there for the frame lock, which is not huge and taking up a huge amount of the handle, by the way. So that way when you go to open it, you don't even got to think about the frame on the other side, because see, with frame locks on the other side, if you press against them while you're trying to open it, it's very hard to open, if not impossible. So I like that they made the frame pretty small on this side. They got some customized kind of bolsters up there to give it even further of a cooler look. This thing is it's just overall perfect. I was very surprised. And you know, I was like, 80 bucks. I mean, it looked cool, but I was like, man, there's no way. Something's got to be given on. I'm telling you, a lot of these things are just the branding. Like, I know CH Knives is a better, well-known brand now, but brands like them and Kubi and Tucson, they're doing some really good, really cool stuff. And, you know, I just showed this one the other day on the channel, but, you know, I don't fully understand how some China companies are charging what they're charging when you see these on the screen. I mean, these knives are both full titanium, customized titanium at that, both of them. And, you know, this one here only cost me about 130, 135 bucks, and this one cost me 80. You know, M390 full titanium, Timascus inlays. D2 steel, which is a cheaper steel, but full flame anodized titanium. Both on bearings, both smooth, both good action, reverse flick, easy to carry. I don't fully get what's going on. why some China knives cost as much as they do. I swear to you, it's just the brand. Because companies like Wing Knives, that's one brand I've still to this day never held in my hand. I do love their line of Civivi knives. But I'm going to tell you what, if either one of these were a Wee knife, you wouldn't be getting D2 steel. Okay, it'd probably be M390 or something like that. Something along those lines, okay? But in these configurations, you know, this one would probably be minimum $300 right here for what it has done to it. And this one, oh boy, with some Damascus inlays, oh, you're screwed with Wee. You're probably going to be paying at least $450, $500 for this one if this was a Wee knife, for sure. And, you know, it would probably still be equally the same. I have no problems with these knives whatsoever, especially for their prices. And you can't say the thing about Wee knives being made somewhere else, because Wee also manufactures in China. So, you know, it really makes, and this knife's not newer either. This knife's been out, what, at least probably 3, 4, 5 years. It's pretty hard to find now, like I said. Let me go ahead. Model number was up there at the beginning. I don't know if this one actually has a name, but it's the CH3509 colorful. There is a few other ones out there that are kind of different colors. I think there's one that's kind of blue. It's a blue anodized, and maybe one that's just plain. But I know the colorful one, at least, is pretty hard to find. So good luck with that one. A new brand, Spotlight, which I'm going to be showcasing soon, is also 6-leaf, is coming out with some pretty killer things for their price. And I do have a knife of theirs that was custom finished and custom anodized by somebody I'm going to be showing off soon on the channel, a newer anodizer that I now have 2 knives of his that he's done for me. One he did for me, one he already had done, and he just sold it, which is how I discovered him to begin with. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you are somebody that thinks this is just some China piece of crap, I'm going to heavily disagree. And I would love to hear your argument of why you think that. Because this knife, it's very comfortable, it's very smooth. The fit and finish are there. The materials are there. I mean, it's not even that crappy imitation carbon fiber stuff that like Kershaw uses on their $20 or $25 knives. No, this is good carbon fiber. Good, real carbon fiber. Like, it just amazes me. Now, there is a lot of screws here, and I know some people might consider that a problem. Though these 2 screws are just for the clip, to allow you to swap the clip, which is kind of wild that you can even do that on this knife. I think it looked kind of funny with the clip over here, but maybe that's just my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.